This college basketball picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
This is Randy Cross. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Over.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man. San Diego Superchargers.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner of picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Some overtime here. Who approved this overtime?
Bonus college basketball picks.
Did the legal team approve this?
Well, we gotta talk more college basketball. Joining us on the line from the college basketball experience, Colby Nate, aka Pig Dundee. What a start for the show. Kramer 8-4, 3-0 on his locks. I was 9-3, 2-1 on my locks. Hit the money line dog. Colby 7-5, 2-1 on the locks. Money line dog. Our consensus plays 5-1 ATS. College hoops is back. What's up, Colby?
Oh man, what's up, guys? This is the best time of year. It's a lot of work, but you're blending the sports. It's all fucking fantastic, and I'm still super pissed about the JMU beat because we're up 10 or 11 at the 10-minute mark, and we're catching 8.5, and we lose.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Very tough.
Kramer was on Akron Island there, so hats off to you, Kramer.
It's my squad,
and yes,
I ride or die with my squad.
It was a sentimental play. Me on Loyola laying the 14.5. They did win, buzzer beater, but
at the buzzer.
Yeah, if Sister Jean was involved, she would have got the cover. Come on, sister. Any big takeaways? I mean, Duke looked pretty good against Texas. Arizona, nice win for them against Florida. Any big takeaways, Colby?
Yeah, I mean the schedule's about to heat up a lot, but I mean, yeah, those were probably some of the bigger headlines there. Those games. There was also some major upsets. Hawaii Pacific.
Saw that.
Yeah, that
Hawaii
was insane.
Pacific. That's not an insurance company on the island. That is a school that beat Boise State. Boise State. Leon Rice keeps a good program, but holy shit, that one I don't think anybody had on the board. Also, Hawaii, Oregon. That was one where Oregon, some preseason talk about them being pretty good in the Big Ten, and they basically had not a buzzer beater, but like 10 seconds left. The game winner, 60-59 at home against Hawaii. So watch out for those Rainbow Warriors, perhaps this year. But yeah, and Duke did look really good against Texas. They were in Charlotte, though. I mean,
yeah,
that's a tough. That's basically this. That's a Duke crowd. So, but yeah, I mean, great stuff so far, man. And this weekend is a pretty loaded slate.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be annoying. So we just have to get past hating Duke now that Coach K has been gone long enough.
Colby, is it changing your mind on Duke now that Coach K is out of the picture?
I mean, they care a lot about their basketball. So as long as you care and you are rich, you should be good forever.
That is a good formula. Caring and being rich equals success in college sports.
I saw the nugget circulating about Cam Boozer being named after Cameron Indoor Arena.
Is that true?
Yeah. That's
insane.
I know, especially being that you're the star playing in a building that you're named after, that you could totally tell a lady is named after you.
That is pretty badass.
There was obviously some Sister Jean talk, and Kramer, I think we talked about it on the show, but it was hilarious. This was like the day after when we were at the Circa checking in, and we were discussing, hey, Sister Jean passed. Everyone was sending me the messages about Sister Jean, R.I.P.
Oh man.
And then there was this crazy guy who Ryan ended up talking to like 15 minutes, but the crazy guy overheard that, and he's like, wait, you knew Sister Jean? You were friends with Sister Jean. I'm so sorry for your loss. And I didn't even know where to begin. Hey, it's just this gimmick. I don't know Sister Jean, but she seemed like a nice lady.
For the first 10 words of our relationship with that guy, his intensity seemed to just be passion about Sister Jean.
Yeah.
Little did we know he was clearly.
Oh, maybe he knew Sister Jean and thought we were like mutual friends.
But then when he had the same level of intensity wanting to show me his FanDuel open bets.
Yeah.
We realized he was on one. And,
he said he'd been up for 48 hours straight. He was on Klonopin. He gave us a baseball parlay that did hit.
Well, one game was in the past.
Well, yeah, one game had already happened, but the two other games that were part of his baseball parlay did hit. Yep. I did not tail because he seemed out of his mind. Should have.
That was one of those engagements where I was my defense mechanism when I get into a situation with crazy in close quarters is to talk to them.
Yeah.
Like same with a crazy driver.
They had a weird standoff where it was one of these baseball players. He was a huge Brewers fan, and he was insisting. He asked Ryan if he knew who this Brewers player was. Yeah. Ryan's like, no, I haven't heard of him. He's like, look up his stats. Look him up. Look him up right now. And Ryan just like stared him down and was basically, I'm not going to look up this guy's name just because you're telling me to. It was a weird standoff. Very funny. Very crazy.
It reminded me of the time I met Warren Sharp when I was full mustache.
Yeah.
And we had a real to do.
Well, and then you go, "Lo, looks like a mustache off," and then he just refused to make eye contact and wandered off.
It was a weird moment, and I rarely am I the
socially awkward.
Rarely am I the less socially awkward one in one of those dust ups. But that was a dust up.
All right, let's get to. We got a bunch of games. Let's get to it. Fun card.
Anything else you want to add to the college basketball? I personally, I want to add something.
Sure.
It's weird rooting for Maryland. It doesn't feel right, but shout out to Buzz. He's doing his thing. Still motivating the heck out of that team. Yeah, that's my takeaway so far is it's going to be weird for me rooting for Maryland now.
Well, what about your other boy? Because Maryland. By the way, I mean we're going to talk about this game in a second here. Maryland Georgetown, and this is a rivalry that had gone away for over a decade, and just about a decade. It's back on the schedule. They should always play. College Park to Georgetown is like nothing. I mean, I guess there's traffic, but I'm saying like they should play every fucking year. But your boy Ed Cooley filed a lawsuit against Ken Palm.
Hold on. All right. I saw this on the internet and my initial reaction was, let me look at this guy's profile. This seems fake as shit.
Yeah.
I then read the comments. It made me believe it was more fake. That's a real lawsuit.
I don't know. I just saw multiple people talk about it. So I see Scott Hughes, credentialed men's college basketball reporter, SUNY Cortland.
Yeah, I think this is a joke. I can't find any actual news outlets reporting it.
Okay. Well,
are you just seeing it? Are you?
No, I saw the same. I'm going to put it on the screen because I saw the same thing this morning.
It's got to be a joke, right? My first thought was it was a joke too, but then I was like, this guy is.
Let's go through this together. Let's go through this together because I had the same thought where there's this whole industry of fake breakers or whatever, right? Like they want to trick you, and some of them are like to me like the peak of this is like NBA Sentinel or Wes Steinberg, where like it's a well-crafted joke most of the time. Yes. But some of these, I don't get the joke because it's not a good joke. But breaking: Georgetown head coach Ed Cooley, I read this morning, has filed a lawsuit against Ken Pomeroy, a great Virginia Tech graduate, alleging that Ken Palm's algorithm perpetuates a systematic racial bias in evaluating players, coaches, and programs. Pomeroy declined to comment when asked about the matter. Now, this last line does make me believe like that is a throw-in fake. Like if I was creating a fake premise, that would be a good finisher. But I read this and I'm like, well, his profile seems real enough.
Yeah, but this is a fake thing.
It's definitely a fake thing, right?
It's got to be fake, right?
One of the comments is so many people are going to believe this and has a ton of interaction.
Yeah, so I immediately searched for Ed Cooley.
No other media outlet has written about it. Thus, it's fake.
Rothstein, Fanta, Colby, Dan, all the big dogs. No one was reporting this.
Someone else would pick this story.
I mean, retweeted it because I was like, is this going to be a real thing? But yeah,
Colby, this might prevent you from going to future media days. You're going to lose your journalism tag.
I'm okay with that.
But also, it's like this could be way funnier if you're trying to hook people. You could have done a better job.
They come off as real, and then you're like, is this real or not? And I don't get the jokes.
The good ones.
It's got to be fake because it's November 6th.
Yeah.
To me, the good version of this is not squinting and being like, is this real? It's like driving like laugh out loud, funny or incredible rage from like the fan base you're attacking. That's the goal. And based on the response, like we know what the Providence gang and the Ed Cooley gang can do on social media. So I'm guessing this one didn't work that well. All right. But
Georgetown, obviously Ed Cooley, the coach of the Hoyas now, I think he was responsible, to his credit, of getting this game back on the schedule. I think this was before even Buzzsaw got there. Him and Kevin Willard, I think, had a report back in the Big East. So shout out to that, because if you like guys growing up in this area, this game was awesome for a very long time. This needs to be played every year if you want college bat. Like that's the thing that's always bothered me about this thing. With if TV execs are going to own college sports, wouldn't you want the best matchups for your?
Yeah, it's unfortunate they haven't quite figured out that these regional matchups, the home fields, like neutral sucks, and these random matchups, they can be good, but they're less relevant and they're less likely to actually draw interest. I'm with you. I like growing up in the Northeast, college basketball for me was a little bit distant because it was like Seton Hall, going to the Garden to watch the Big East tournament, but not necessarily having a local team that I rooted for. And I mean, even just remembering the old good Maryland teams, like, I guess that's the part where it's going to be interesting with Buzz there, like bringing both of these guys. Can they bring both these programs back? The number in this one, since we're talking about it, it's a 3 p.m. tip on Thursday. The majority of these numbers are originated by Pick Dundee over there. Unless we tell you it's an originated by Pick Dundee number. Maryland laying 7.5. Hopefully the chat can also correct you and give us some real live numbers out there. So Maryland and Buzz Williams laying 7.5. Thoughts?
Well, this is the riskiest one, I would say, as far as the number. Maryland in their opener against Coppin State, they did not play a lot of guys because of injury. So there's like 3 guys that I think are game time decisions. So this one is the one I think we could be most off on number wise. Miles Rice is a very good college basketball player. So like that's important information to know if he's going to play. Solomon Washington as well. And so I would vote this one easily would be the number that could move the most, but it's in College Park. I'm going to take a shot on the Hoyas here, man, just because the uncertainty of the Terps having a couple of those players dinged up. Both these teams kind of played with their food in their opener, but I think that might be because you don't want to give too much tape, because you got this game on deck. So yeah, I'm going to take a shot. KJ Lewis played really well for the Hoyas. And I just think what's his year 3 Ed Cooley now. Buzz is in year 1, even though he brought over some of his A&M guys.
I was going to say, he brought some guys ready to go.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that's just the way the day and age now, but, with Lewis and Malik Mack and stuff, I think Georgetown, if it's 7.5, I think we got to take now. If those guys don't play, I'd fully expect this to go down to like 3.5 or something.
Oh, really? I think this is going to be higher. Like Ken Pom has this as they have Maryland favored by, they have Maryland, or he is favored by 11. Now maybe that could be he just hates. Whoa! Maybe he just hates Ed Cooley.
Looks like we've gotten to the bottom of the situation.
But I'm going Maryland here at home. This is at 7.5. This feels a bit short for a team that's going to be locked and loaded. It's a home game. College Park going to be rocking here. Yeah, I think this is just a tough spot for Georgetown early in the season. I think they could be fine later on, but Buzz seems to have hit the ground running. It's early, but I think I feel comfortable laying a big number with him.
Yeah, I mean Torvik is at 8. Ken Pom, like you said, is at 11.
Yeah, I'll take Maryland.
I'm gonna, and Colby's right that there's probably some,
but the injury news could flip this
early
around.
in the season. These guys can be wrong based on player availability, because you're building a data set based on the people that are actually playing. So I think Colby's right that there could be some variance, but I'll bet on Buzz like you, Sean. And I do think this number is going to end up being bigger. So we'll see. Will it be the TMZ snorkelers or Pick Dundee who's right?
Great to see the game on the schedule, though. Shout out to them.
Yeah, no, I said, I think growing up not having a home college basketball team, I strangely did root for Georgetown, just due to some like family friends, and we always got to see them in the Garden for the Big East tournament. But man, but again, Buzz, the Turtle, there's a lot going on there. I can't wait to make my first trip to College Park. Charleston, another 3 p.m. tip. And again, kudos to college basketball for realizing they can start games earlier. My kids,
they leaned into Friday. I mean, there's some big games on Saturday and Sunday, but they kind of loaded the card on Friday,
which is great. Sean and I are in Vegas. And I think also starting earlier. I mean, my kids have games that start as early as 3 p.m. Why can't college kids play games at 3 p.m. here on the West Coast? Genius for me, even though this one's on the East Coast. Charleston, Liberty, going to some would say beautiful Lynchburg. I once saw Dave Chappelle perform in Blacksburg, Virginia. Told a very, very electric Lynchburg joke. 3 p.m. on the West Coast. Liberty laying 7.5 per. Pick Dundee. Wait, 9.5. Sorry. Oh, so the sheet was not up. 9.5 per Pick Dundee. Fabulous graphics, by the way, Colby. What are we doing? Are we selling our soul here? Or are we taking Charleston?
This is a great game, guys. This is look, Liberty is a team. First off, they haven't had a losing season in 10 years, but Richie McKay's got this thing kind of rolling. They were 28-7 a year ago, lost in the first round of the NCAA tournament. And really, like, whether it's NCAA tournament or NIT just barely missing, they've been a part of that for 5 years. I mean, they were one that the COVID season too. He was 30-4 the COVID year where they didn't even play. So they might've had a deep run there. And then you have Charleston, Chris Mack coming in there, and they're like a preseason team. I think a lot of hype on. They were 24-9 in his first year at Charleston. This is year 2. He thinks his roster's better. And in the CAA, I think that people project them and Wilmington, kind of as the 2 elite teams. So it's a big time game here. I like Flamin' Libs. Richie McKay. They do the Tony Bennett shit. So I don't like laying big numbers, even though that stadium's lit with all those Falwell people. I think you got to take the points and that's what I'm curious to see if the odds bring it down a little bit because of just knowing Liberty likes to play the pack line Tony Bennett shit. So where it's similar to a triple option approach in a way because you're bleeding out the clock, great defense, and make them really maximize their possessions. So I'm on Charleston and the points there. But I can't wait to watch this one, man.
No, this feels like it's going to be a competitive game. It's also interesting because they both teams have a look ahead spot to Florida Atlantic. Charleston plays them on Saturday. Liberty plays them on Sunday. Kind of an interesting back to back. Oh, sorry to interrupt. DB Cooper. I saw you guys at Circa behind the rope with Derek a couple weeks ago. I was drunk pounding down those huge Modelos. Yes, DB.
Were you wearing the over under?
I think you were
17.5 beers.
Yes. Shirt? Were you wearing the over under 17.5 beer shirt? Because I saw you and then I was like talking to Derek. I'm like, hey, I'm going to go say what's up to this guy. And then by the time I made it over to you, you had wandered off and then I didn't run into you again. So
not only that, for us to be, for Derek to be like, that's one of your shirts.
Yeah. Derek,
know that guy?
Derek did respect you for rocking that shirt and for hammering some beers. So apologies that we missed you, but always feel free to come by and say, even if we're behind a velvet rope at Circa, feel free to come up and always down to say what's up.
Derek's a man of the people. That rope is.
He would love that. He would, if you came up to Derek, he loves this and obviously makes us look good. But if you go up to him and be like, Derek, I love this sports gambling podcast, he will be very excited and it looks good to us as well. Charles, because he loves to hear that our listeners are hanging out at the Circa for obvious reasons. Yeah, he's a casino owner. Charleston, this seems like they're going to keep it close. They're going to make this a game. I get why Liberty is this big of a favorite, but they got a big game against FAU. Charleston, I think this is a get up spot for them. So yeah, give me Charleston and the points. Kramer, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm with you. Ken Pom has this a bit shorter at 7. Torvik's at 10. I'll take the points. To Colby's point, it's not the type of team you want to lay big numbers with. I was also having a good chuckle that Charleston opened the season against Tusculum, which is
How do you pronounce that, Colby?
Well,
I'm not known for my pronunciation. Go check the BYU previews, but Tusculum, I believe.
Yeah, which is an affordable private institution in Tennessee. Also, the name of an Italian city. So I wonder if this was like a, people are fleeing the country during the times of Mussolini, set up a little private institution in Tennessee. Maybe they were moonshiners in the beginning. Who can tell?
You think if Mussolini played Hitler 1-on-1 in basketball, who would win?
I mean, Hitler was a bitch.
He was also like a crackhead. Like, I don't think he's doing much athletically. Right?
Well, he was a very
How tall was Mussolini?
Mussolini
could Italian. Ball. He can't be that tall.
He was a good ball distributor. Got back on defense. Mussolini. No, Hitler was
5'6".
Yeah, I mean, all these guys have short man syndrome.
I think all these guys. So I ran.
How tall was Hitler then? I see Mussolini as 5'7".
What was he listed at, or what did he play at? Because
5'7" here.
Yeah, the media guide listed him as
Spud Webb over here.
All right, so stop. So Mussolini's 5'6" or 5'7". Stalin was 5'4".
Oh my! Really?
Yeah,
5'4",
and Hitler was 5'9". Humans
5'9" is a great height.
Well, but also humans were shorter.
5'4" is Stalin.
Imagine you're 5'4" and you just take over Russia. That's the ultimate. This guy's like fucking Rudy. I mean, I know Stalin's not a very inspirational story considering all the hundreds of thousands of both his people and other people he murdered, but that really from rags to riches.
The average.
Fuck all these documentaries. Because
we just got to cut Stalin highlights to the Rudy music.
How did they miss that? How did they miss that? I mean, Winston Churchill, by the way, 5'6". They pegged him on these documentaries as like a short, bald guy. The English fucking hated, right? I mean,
the average height of a soldier in the Italian army was 5'5".
Yeah.
So he was
also that was part of the thing. People were just shorter back then.
The average height of a German soldier was 5'7". Hitler being 5'9" would have made him a fairly tall individual. Now the average height of an American soldier at that time was 5'9". So best and brightest. Let's fucking go USA.
What was Franklin Roosevelt? Wasn't he?
That's why he got boxed out. Well, Franklin Roosevelt, he wasn't. Do you measure him in the chair or with?
6'2".
He would have fucked. He would have. If we were battling the old school way, he would have fucked up all those.
Oh man,
short. He probably got in the chair because of that. He was like, I need to get on their level.
And wasn't
and the polio? But yeah,
I could be wrong.
I always confuse him and yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he has like a professional boxing record.
Yeah, he was
like he had sparring sessions. There's like famous photos of him.
Yeah, he boxed some bears and stuff.
Well, that might have been Stalin. No. That might have been a Russian thing.
Russian. You can do a whole. We can do a whole. School. Yeah. The best part about working on a clip show when I worked on Ridiculousness was the Russia clips. There are just so many guys in Russia just get hammered off, pop off vodka, and just they fuck around with bears. They treat them like pets, then they mess around with them. Sometimes the bears fuck them up. They have a weird relationship where they're both friends and they bust each other's balls.
Bears are intelligent enough to where they should be able to like live next to humans, no different than coyotes or wolves or anything else. Like they're smart enough, and so who knows? Maybe just hanging out and treating them like one of the bros. And Sean, it's not pop off. That is battery acid homemade vodka.
You're right. You're right.
There's no way they're buying that from a store. They're putting some potatoes in a barrel and letting it sit for 3 months.
And look, Franklin Roosevelt played high school football, right?
Yeah.
Played high school football, also baseball. Managed the Harvard baseball team while he was there. So yeah.
Was I wrong that he was a? Is there anything about boxing on there?
I don't see anything about boxing, but he definitely. He made sure baseball kept going during World War II. Also, he used classic references to football in a lot of his speeches. Apparently,
that's pretty awesome. It's like John Madden in the White House. You know,
no, and
like a good wide option. We really
he was a guy who helped try and figure out football because there was an epidemic where people just kept dying out on the field when football was getting going, but they still wanted to play football. And he was a big advocate for continuing to play.
Yeah. My apologies, Colby. Allegedly, the deaths, we still don't know if those deaths were tied to football.
Oh no, they literally
could have been
literally died while playing.
No, it could have been unrelated. We don't know what they were doing before the game.
Well, I mean, look, what better way to go, right? Is there a better way to go? I mean, look, this is to me, you get to play football and die on the field. That's perfect. That's the best way to go out.
Yeah, for most of human existence, the peak way to go out was in battle. Only in the last
we're looking at life wrong. Like we're looking at life wrong. This is why this is why we should have the real kickoff and shit like that. It's like we're looking at life wrong. All right. Look, if you do nothing, you're slowly dying anyway. So it's like you might as well go balls to the wall and live this life.
Humans have been around for possibly 1 million years, maybe more. And only in the last 300 years did we stop viewing death by gladiator battle as the peak way to go out.
Yeah,
we really have gone.
But yet, every time we go to a grocery store, you got to worry about getting shot up. Or the movie theater, you know what I mean? Come on, you got to live life.
Let it ride.
Let's go back. Everyone should stop being a pussy, be a man. Hand-to-hand combat only. Kansas, North Carolina. We're headed to Chapel Hill Friday, 4 p.m. on the West Coast. It's just dawning on me, Sean, how much extra action we're going to have. This could be dangerous.
Yeah.
First college basketball Friday at the Circa. You better be right, Colby. This is a real number. North Carolina.
When we're at the Circa, we bet more. So
100%. And I love
this is not a real number on the slide though, because I put this in. So
the slide says 3.5. The actual number has opened. It's North Carolina minus 1.5. And by the way, I did get someone who reached out.
The chat said Colby is all about reaching football Valhalla. Sleep tight, sleep tight, Colby. We have the watch. I will see you in the end zone Valhalla.
Yeah. Have fun in your 60s and 70s, just listening to your wife every day, right? I mean, come on, just
rest well.
Right?
Tomorrow we feast. Yeah, Colby, what are we? This is a nice little matchup here. What are we doing?
I mean, this is fantastic on campus. Thank God. For a long time, they've been. I mean, there's still a lot of neutral site games. It's still a problem in the sport, and it seems to be, but thank God this one they played in the fog last year. Kansas escaped by 3. Obviously, a rematch of the Natty a couple years ago. This is one where I would say Hubert Davis is. This is like. They brought him back this year.
Yeah.
And this is what, he went out and he said, we got rebounding. And that's going to be the MO of our team. Hopefully he says, but this is one where he's in a more desperate spot here. This is one you got to get the team going. Kansas, Bill Self. I mean, he's had some health issues, but I mean, man,
as he's one of those guys who will get penetration.
There's a lot of other issues he's had, seemingly from some of the rumors, right?
Well, that too. He did get an apartment. Where was that? Down.
Him and Mac both had an apartment.
Him and Mac wasn't he? He was Mac's RA for a couple semesters. I think. I just imagine Mac and Bill Self in a dorm room passing each other. Hey, what's up? You watching the game? Yeah. You want to have a couple cold ones?
He needs to open a what Gruden has, the Association of Fired Coaches.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Just like dudes hanging out on campus.
Yeah. Dudes on DOC. Dudes on campus.
Oh, that's Mac.
Yeah. All right. So this to Colby, it seems like we want to play North Carolina just because they're desperate, and we got Kansas on the road, and Kansas, while it's one thing playing them at home, it's tough to fade them, or it's easier to fade them on the road than at home, right? Desperate UNC team.
I kind of think I believe Kansas has a better roster. I mean, the Darren Peterson comes in. Is a guy that I think he was out of Cincinnati, if memory serves me correct. He's really nasty and he's only played one game. But I'm saying the roster at Kansas is better, but I think the pressure at UNC is higher. So with the crowd behind you, that's another reason probably why a lot of the coaches like the neutral site games is because this place will be fucking lit. And I think that's all the difference is Carolina gets out. I like laying the 1.5 despite them being the least talented team.
This is in an incredibly rare spot. I'm now back. I've gone back a decade. They don't go on the road this early in the season ever. And as much as I hate North Carolina,
this is a hostile environment. And to Colby's point, this means way more to them. And if you see on the slide, Colby had this line projected at UNC -3.5. So I think in some ways we're getting a discount here at 1.5.
It's one way to look at it. I just think we generally have a rule with college basketball. You fade a team when they're playing their first road game, and usually that doesn't take place for a team like Kansas until December.
Yeah, why are they playing this so early, Colby?
It's great.
It seems to be something going on in the sport. You are getting more. You're getting more neutral site games because a lot of these tournaments, like we're going to talk about one in 2 weeks about the Players Era tournament in Las Vegas. So you're getting money coming in to go to the NIL and go directly to the players. So you're getting more neutral site games, which that sucks, but there are more big time matchups. But you also I think have this other side where there's a bunch more of these games. I almost think because they're playing so much neutral site, they're also like, well, we also can't forget what we are. It's an interesting spot, but
the last time they played an away game in November was 2001 against St. John's.
Well, and how'd they do?
They won.
Okay.
They won by 8. I don't know if they covered the number,
but yeah, St. John's probably wasn't laying points in that situation.
Probably not.
Well, and we're going to talk like Arkansas is at Michigan State. Duke also goes to Michigan State later this year. I mean, this is something. Duke even goes to Army this year on Veterans Day. So
I don't like this one because but I got to follow the system.
Simple systems. Hey, head over to mybookie.ag. Use a promo code SGPN. Get a sweet free bet back bonus up to $500 when you use our promo code SGPN. You can bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Love me some MyBookie action. The MyBookie Casino, easy to deposit, easier withdrawals using that sweet cryptocurrency. It is the prop builder alone is super awesome. So love it. Great place to get down on the action. They're going to have a ton of college basketball here, and of course college football, NBA, NFL. They got it all over at mybookie.ag. We're also brought to you by Novig. Who loves Vig? Not me. Forget about it. Don't play. Don't. I know Kramer. Vig is how his families have survived for generations. But no Vig is making.
It's called overhead.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we were just talking about the Thursday night game, Ryan. I mean, look at the pricing here. It's so much better on Novig.
Trading?
I'm pulling up the Novig app now. Highly recommend it. Use the promo code SGPN. You can spend $5, get $50 when you use our promo code SGPN.
Can I share a fun feature of Novig?
Yeah.
Well, being able to trade, so like say tonight.
Yeah.
Being able to trade alt lines at much better prices.
Agreed. And we discussed the Broncos game. It's 9.5 a lot of places, but at Novig 9.5 plus 101. So you're not paying the juice there on that. You're getting great prices. They also have props, first TDs. Kramer, give us one of your first TDs.
Well, I was going to say I would compare. I'll give you a first TD, but also compare. Like look at what you can trade a 13.5 at, and then go look at what the Green Book is offering for the alt number on 13.5. You will be very, very pleased. Do you want a Bronco or a Raider?
Bronco.
Well, you're lucky I played a Bronco defense.
Oh,
defense.
Okay. Not special teams, just defense.
Just defense. You know, I don't play special teams. My model says it's not worth it's not worth reducing your price by 25-30%.
Got it. Of course, use that promo code SGPN over on the Novig app. Kramer, what game do we got next?
Well, so we're all on North Carolina for the record, and like Sean mentioned, our consensus picks were fire. Discord off to a rough start. And don't think I don't hear about what Colby's chat says about us, Sean. I got
shit talkers over there.
I got an eye on these people. Let's just say I got people everywhere.
Yeah, look at our record. Come on.
These scoundrels in the chat. Utah State, VCU. We're heading to Richmond. VCU projected to be laying 2.5 here by Pick Dundee. Colby, explain yourself. Why are we talking Utah State VCU?
If the people in the chat hate you because of that, all right? Because VCU obviously has been kind of coach proof with success, whether it's Shaka Smart, whether it's Will Wade, whether it's Ryan Odom, and now it's Phil Martelli Jr., who has pops on the staff, Phil Martelli Sr. And then the other side is the same situation. Utah State, you've seen it. This is the Ryan Odom game because both these schools, I actually think it might, because they bought him out of his contract. I think it might've been negotiated because of that. I'd have to dive deeper into see if that was still accurate, but, so it's a very good game. Both these teams go to the tournament all the time. These are two really good basketball programs. In my opinion, they're basketball schools first more than anything. So, that's why we're talking about it. But look, Calhoun is in year 2, taking over after Danny Sprinkle went to Washington. And I fully expect. I just like, even though we know Phil Martelli Sr. being a part of that staff, I think he's an elite coach. But I kind of just trust the second year coach when you're, especially this early on in the season, when you have so many new faces. Utah State's one of the teams that returns a lot. They have 5 guys back that played double-digit minutes a season ago. I think that is really the cap. I mean, it's far away, which is tricky. And obviously, VCU's home court environment's awesome. They do college basketball right.
This is not their home court.
Is it not?
It is. I was giving Colby a chance, but let me take my snorkel mask off.
This is played in Frisco, Texas, Colby.
No.
Oh, no. Is it?
That's what I'm
it's
showing.
at the Comerica Center.
Yeah, in the middle of the country.
Man. So
get that Richmond, Virginia off the slide.
This is a lock. Then this is a lock. Then on Utah State.
We have slide. Slide error. We have sheet error. I'll update the sheet. Don't worry. Frisco, Texas.
Smash play. Smash play
for
Live
Utah
on the
State,
money line.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's much better because part of me was like, dude, Utah State.
What do you make the number now? Do you change your projection?
I would put this at more like a pick.
All right.
Maybe even Aggies -1.
We'll go with a pick. We'll update our
5 guys that played double-digit minutes a year ago. As much as VCU has gone out and brought in some good guys, I think it's more of a travel spot for VCU, man. I mean,
so Utah State pick.
Utah State. We're calling it a pick. Can you see how flustered I got him? Sorry, let me get my.
That's what I mean, though. You got to watch. This is part of some tournament. I bet. I'm terrified that there's a double header. There's probably a double header, and there's one of the games that are.
We'll keep an eye on you, Colby.
Yeah.
Utah State. I have, and my buddy Ken Palm has as a 2-point favorite, but pick is fine. I'm with you. Utah State, more continuity on a neutral, good spot for them. Smash it. Kramer, Utah State as well.
As much as it pains me to fade some great Italian American men, I will also. You have to respect the geolocation stuff with college basketball sometimes. Like,
especially in November. November is a bitch with the amount of because what they do now too is they play these games where one team just hosts, and it's like they'll bring in 5-6 teams or 4 or 5 teams to come in, and the second game. So let's say like UAB played NC State at Raleigh, but what you don't know is that this could be a lead up. Not. I mean, I'm being hypothetical here, but I'm saying like you could have Wyoming taking on Charleston prior to this game tipping off on this same very court because they play NC State tomorrow or the next day. So it's a pain in the ass actually for building the slides.
It's something called Texas Legends. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll continue to dig in. Next up, we're still on Friday, 6 p.m. here on the West Coast. Raleigh, North Carolina, NC State hosting UAB. The Dragons, still no word on them securing an actual dragon. NC State laying a big number here, 13.5. What are we doing with the Pussy Pack?
Well, guys, I hate NC State, but they hired our boy Will Wade. Make your strong ass offer.
It's tough to like him here though, in North Carolina.
I mean, dude, he goes out and he gets. I mean, they kind of killed it in the portal. They went all in on basketball here. They brought in Darian Williams from Texas Tech, who was one of their better players a year ago. And that's just one. They brought in a slew of players. But I faded them in the first game because I thought they might. They're going up against Lavelle Moton of NC Central. And I was like, it might take them a little bit to come together. No, they won by 60. So they're going to be really good this year. And UAB, I mean, Andy Kennedy does a great job at UAB. They've won over 20 games every single year he's been there. 2 spots in the NCAA tournament. They've been to the NCAA tournament or NIT 4 straight years. But they lost, one of their best player to Michigan. I think they're kind of figuring out who they are, and I can't fade the NC State team I saw the other night. So as much as it's 13.5 and you wonder if the back door would be open if they get up 20, I'm still taking the Pussy Pack here.
Will Wade knows about covering spreads. He knows this guy's a slippery fella, and he's a friend of the program. Smash it. You can't call him the Pussy Pack anymore, Colby. If Will Wade's on the sideline, NC State, let's go.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's had slow starts before. I'm gonna give me UAB.
Unleash the Dragons.
You're hoping for what, Kramer? Backdoor situation here, where they're up 20, they're bringing the backups. UAB still got their guys because they're rather a new team playing together, figuring it out. They go on a run down the stretch. NC State wins by 10, or do you think the whole game is going to be UAB's playing them tough?
I think that Will Wade has had some bad performances early in the season over the last couple of seasons, and so I think that's what that is. But yeah, also
I'm with you, Colby. Will Wade show over here.
Also need a Friday big money line to cash while we're at the Circa. And I was going to say this earlier, Sean, but I got a note from a listener who said that it makes us sound like donkeys when we share with the world that we bet more when we're in Vegas versus when we're not in Vegas. And to that person, kindly fuck off. You obviously haven't experienced the power of a paper ticket.
Yeah. Also, it's so fun. You get there, the Circa, just amazing screens. Yep. It hypes you up.
They just give you free money if you have a line of credit.
Yeah.
And then you just take that line of credit and you bet. It's like free rolling. All right. Anything else you want to? Oh no, we're moving along. Colby's taking the Pussy Pack. Remember, we have this written in our notes, Sean.
Yes.
What do you do when Colby takes the Pussy Pack?
Take it.
No.
Well, this is different. It's different from football versus basketball.
I disagree. Saturday
I don't got brain, mate.
Sorry.
Saturday morning, Princeton taking on Akron.
This is there for you, buddy. That's your team.
9 a.m. on the West Coast. Appreciate you. Akron laying a big number against Princeton here. Could have done better with the Tiger logo on the screen. Colby, tell me why I'm laying this big number with my Zips.
Well, I mean, we think JMU is really good. You battle back. It was a gut check game too. That was a gutsy win. That crowd was there, down double digits in the second half. You found a way to get that thing done.
It's a lit environment. It sounds like you're saying.
Shama Scott and Amani Lyles had big games for you. I mean, Akron's a good basketball program. We know this over the past few years. I'm still mad at that UCLA game though in the NCAA tournament, but
oh my God.
So is Princeton. I mean, Mitch Henderson really has these Tigers. I mean, what, 2 years ago they went to the Sweet 16, or was that 3 years ago? I think 3 years ago they went to the Sweet 16. But they've won 19 games or more 4 straight years. I like the fact that Akron had to go up against JMU. I kind of, and you don't have any tape on Princeton yet. I mean, yes, you can watch last year's shit, probably run a lot of the same stuff, different players, but I tend to think the edge is on the team that's the rested team.
Interesting.
I don't expect them to win it, but I'll take the 13 points with Princeton in the Princeton offense.
Really?
I think it's one of those things in football we like when you've played a game. I kind of feel like that should apply as well. I mean, Princeton having not played a game yet.
Yeah, to me, I like that Akron was tested. I like that they got the juices flowing, and then
they're also
Princeton,
at home.
Yeah, and then Princeton, your first game on the road against this awesome Akron team, you're going to be worrying about your calculus test, and
and you got Bucknell up on Tuesday.
I should remind you. That, and this maybe goes to your point with being, zip backers. Princeton won 76-75 in New Jersey last year.
Oh, and we got revenge angle. Akron laying the 13. Smash it.
Welcome to the zip wagon. I park it right next to the Jag wagon. 9 a.m. on the West Coast. We're heading to Manhattan, New York for Alabama.
All right. That's my fuck up.
Alabama, St. John's.
My bad.
The St. John's
I haven't had coffee yet.
St. John's laying 6.5. And this is, how do you feel about this game being at the Garden, Colby?
Look, there's a couple sacred spots. All right. This is like if you do the neutral site at the Cotton Bowl, the real Cotton Bowl, not that Jerry's World, like it's like if the NFL just said, hey, we're going to play our championship games at Lambeau or Soldier, then, or Arrowhead or something. You're like, yeah, all right. I mean, that's, we're in. Madison Square Garden's incredible. It's a basketball mecca. So there's a few spots out there. Hinkle Fieldhouse. I like the Pentagon up there in South Dakota. There's a few that, to me, I'm okay with this. And obviously this is also still like Rick Pitino ignited this city to get behind him. It feels kind of college basketball-y despite it being not on their campus. So, love this at the Garden. Actually.
Well, because the city adopts it as a team, and like you get the same vibe as a Knicks game. You get people.
And Georgetown used to have that, by the way. Under John Thompson, Georgetown had that because Georgetown would play at it was called the Cap Center back in the day before it became USA Arena.
But
so, similarities.
But I'm going, Colby, are you taking St. John's? I like St. John's, but 6.5 feels a hair high for a pretty solid Alabama team. St. John's, they always struggle at the free throw line. They're going to have trouble closing it out. I think they're going to win the game, but 6.5 feels way too high. I just don't think their offense is efficient enough, at least historically.
I think the way they lost a year ago in the NCAA tournament to Arkansas, I know another SEC foe, and the way they shot this year, he made it a point of emphasis. He ignited the boosters, got a bunch of money, went out and basically got just an unbelievable class in the portal. And I still think there's a chip on the shoulder to prove that, hey, last year was a blemish. This is still, I think they have more. And Nate Oates lost a lot of production from a year ago. I don't want to say they're fully in a rebuild because I still think they're an NCAA tournament team, but they're not, top tier. I would say like before, even though I know they're still top 15 right now and in the top 25. But I'm going to lay it with the Johnnies, man. I think Pitino's got to prove something here. That hey, I know we lost to Arkansas, but we have more to prove here. So I'm going to lay it.
I think in general his teams have struggled away from home. I mean, last year first road game they lost to Purdue. Year before that, first road game lost to Creighton after losing to Purdue on a neutral, Ohio State on a neutral. So I mean, I think you can call this a home game. I think the people will be stoked on this St. John.
Oh yeah,
team.
he'll have the crowd. I just think 6.5's a hair high.
Stylistically, this game's awesome too because Oates, runs down there and does the West Head shit where they're just running and gunning, and Patino, obviously known for his defense and his physicality that he establishes and rebounding and everything. So, should be a fun matchup.
I'm taking St. John's. Lay it. Another noon, another Saturday tip noon here on the West Coast, Memphis, Tennessee, where we have San Francisco, the Dons, taking.
I'm on it.
Taking on Memphis, -3.5 for Memphis here at home. Colby.
Well, the Memphis Tigers, Penny Hardaway, still there. I mean, look, this is
kind of interesting. He's still there
at this point. Like,
wait, didn't he get suspended for a long time?
No, they got the NCAA came in though. They do have like sanctions going against them. I feel like I can't remember what it is. If you could look that up, Kramer, while we talk.
Oh yes, sir. Let me get that.
Thank you. They've been underachieving. I know he's never had less than a 20-win season, so it depends on how you look at this. But some of these teams have been very fucking talented. I do think they got screwed one of those years though. If they get like Gonzaga in the first round or the second round, that was a tough beat. But I think this team is actually a lot less talented than like the previous couple years. So,
Memphis athletic department has been put on probation for 2 years and fined $30,000 by the NCAA after an investigation found an academic counselor paid 2 softball players to help a men's basketball player with schoolwork. You're
not allowed to hire a tutor.
Counselor Leslie Brooks paid 2 unidentified softball players a total of $550 to provide test answers and complete assignments for an unidentified basketball player. I mean, come on.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Come on.
In the NIL era, why do we still care about grades?
If they don't want to go to class, who gives a fuck? This is ridiculous. And for a $30,000 fine, Sean. What are we? We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's a joke, clown show.
It is a joke. So it's interesting here. This is kind of like the classic athletes against staples, but man, you saw San Francisco. I mean, you saw Todd Golden win the Natty at Florida last year. He was at San Francisco prior to that. His assistant, Gerlufsen, or how do I fucking pronounce his name?
That looks right. Gerlufsen.
Is the head coach there, and he's done a pretty good job with the program. So, but I'm going to go with continuity here. Even though I know it's on the road, give me the Dons to stay in this game. All right, let's go.
He's also won 20 games every season. He's been the coach, Colby, and they've played a game already. This is their first road game, though.
Yeah, Staples early is probably the way, right? Because you have some continuity, you have some clean. It seems like that's versus pure athleticism.
Well, that's how. If we lose the game, it's just they got destroyed on the glass.
Yeah,
right. Like I feel like that's that. But I think
smashed underneath.
Give me Memphis.
Yeah,
I think the Dons can shoot well enough, move the ball, keep this a game. 3.5. Give me the Dons.
I like that. I'm disagreeing with you idiots. All right. Another Saturday game, 1 p.m. here on the West Coast. UCF Vanderbilt in Orlando. Vanderbilt laying 5.5. Colby.
Mark Byington. It's kind of lost in all the Diego Pavia stuff. I don't know if he's got Diego playing basketball, practicing with him or something. But Mark Byington and what he has done after coming over from James Madison, he took Vanderbilt. So last year, Vanderbilt wasn't projected to be good. The piss is flowing.
Oh, Pavia's stopping by.
Guys, so in year 1, he comes into to Vanderbilt and wins 20 games. Remember, they stormed the court a bunch of times. I think Pavia stormed the court there as a fan, if memory serves me correct. Yeah. I mean, so the year he left the year prior to Vanderbilt, he was at JMU and they went to the NCAA tournament. They won a game. They upset. Who did they upset again? They upset somebody in the NCAA tournament. This dude is a legit, really good coach. I wonder, like, if Vanderbilt can keep him there long term, because Vanderbilt had not had a pulse in a while when it came to college basketball, and He's going on the road. There's a reason why they're laying the number. Is this in Orlando? I'm terrified if this could be the other one in Texas, right? This is the one in Texas.
No. I confirm there's only one in Texas.
Okay.
It's some like special game. They later in the season have another game sometime in January. Yeah, it seems like there's only one though. This is a true home game.
Okay.
For UCF.
No. Johnny Dawkins done a decent job at UCF. They're one of the older teams, but I mean, he went in the portal and brought in a bunch of old guys. So I think they can stay within this number with that age. But man, Byington, super impressive what he's done. Even game one against Lipscomb.
I remember Buzz going to Orlando and losing opening game last year.
Yeah,
I think
UCF. This is a tough
UCF.
opening spot for the commies on the road. Yeah, I'm all over UCF.
This is a money line play for me.
They are live on the money line.
This is a money line play. Hopefully the numbers are out when we're at the Circa on Friday. I want to get a paper ticket on this one. 4 p.m. on the West Coast, East Lansing, Michigan State, Arkansas on Saturday. How's
great game?
Yeah, it's cold up there. Hopefully the Must Bus doesn't break down.
The Must Bus. It's John Calipari. Must Bus is at USC.
Wow.
Now the chat's gonna come at me now.
Put your mask on. Put your snorkel mask. Where is it?
I don't even know if it's back there. I know CJ was using some props. Anyway, like I was saying, John Calipari.
Oh boy, see, it's just tough times over here. Then he gets mad at the chat, Sean. He gets mad at the chat.
What I said was I'm keeping an eye on him. I'm on the chat.
Michigan State's laying 1.5. This game is awesome. Should be noted, I believe Carter Knox's game time decision for the Razorbacks.
Is it a home game?
It is. This is actually a legit one at the Breslin Center there. Yeah. Well, there's another neutral site game that I got correct in Chicago. We'll talk about in a little bit, but this game is phenomenal. As much as I love Izzo and Sparty, I think Arkansas. I like when Calipari hits the road. I like when he goes into the tough environments. You saw him go into Rupp and win last year. It's Michigan State is solid.
Has he done well early? Calipari
at Arkansas or in general? And just in general, I think he's been pretty good. He's been at so many big time programs that I think you could say that he's done well, early throughout his tenures at UMass, Memphis, and Kentucky. So I'm going to take the road team here, man. I think Michigan State's still figuring out, and Arkansas is the more athletic, better roster. So I think they go in there and get a dub. People start to panic about Michigan State, but don't worry, Izzo will figure this out. If anything, Izzo struggles in November. James Madison went up there and beat them a couple years ago at the Breslin Center. So give me the Razorbacks to get that done.
I'm with you. As much as I like a good Michigan State Izzo play, it seems like he needs time to figure out the team, get them all playing on the same page there. He is old school. He doesn't have any G League players on his team. This is Michigan State's a great team, but they're not going to be at like peaking here in game one. And yeah, I get it. It's his second year in Arkansas, but I still think he has a ton to prove. Calipari, and this win would be a little bullet on his resume as far as turning around the Arkansas program. So woo pig suey. I'm with you, Colby. Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm taking Michigan State.
Okay,
I'm fading all these first road games.
All right.
Although I will say Izzo has started slow. I mean, Calipari hasn't exactly started fast all the time.
No, but I think this is it's a new program. He still has this game means way more to Arkansas than Michigan State would be my take.
Yeah, no.
I just think Calipari is good as a dog on the road at lethal environments. I've always felt that way.
Local time. It's going to be a night tip off. Crowd will be lit.
It's going to be a good game.
7:30 p.m. Saturday night on the West Coast. We're getting late night basketball because Gonzaga is hosting Oklahoma. The Zags are laying 7.5 per Colby, aka Pick Dundee.
This Porter Moser still with the Sooners.
Well, I mean, I have not even heard comment from Porter about Sister Jean. We all know how that breakup went. I think you just have to fade them all season. The whatever the opposite of tragic magic. And I don't know. I feel like we've I'm not going to be fading Gonzaga early in games in the Pacific Northwest. Just not something I'm looking to do.
Yeah, I think this number we're projecting 7.5. I think it's going to be higher. But
really?
That being said, love.
What
Gonzaga.
do you think the number is going to be?
I think this is you got to make this 10 points because this is Gonzaga at home early. They're
Colby?
a machine.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly possible. I mean, I
do you want to throw the challenge flag, Sean?
The numbers, yeah, okay, make it that. I'll still.
Bart Torvik has this at 7.
Oh, really?
Basically, Ken Pom has this at 12.
Yeah, I would have split the difference, but if you want to call it Zag 7.5, that's fine. I'll happily take Gonzaga. To your point, Kramer, Mark had a few.
I think we should set this at 9.5.
All right, 9.5. Give me Gonzaga. Either way, anything under 12, I am on Gonzaga here because this is a great spot for Mark Few at home. I'm not trusting Porter on the road this early. Am I crazy, Colby?
No, and to me, the thing that now this is, I believe this is not on campus though. I think. This
oh my god! Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ!
No, but it's still in Spokane. It's just not on campus.
I'm looking.
What is the Spokane Arena?
Yeah, Veterans Memorial Arena.
Yeah, it's not the Kennel because the Kennel I believe is McCarthy.
So it's a bigger Center. Arena in Spokane.
Yeah, still in the same town.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. Porter Moser's teams are always one of the reasons why I haven't. He's been a strange fit at Oklahoma is because they go through these long spells of not being able to create offense. When you go to an environment, I know it's not on campus, but it's still going to be the whole city of Spokane loves fucking Gonzaga. You can't afford to do that in against a team of this caliber. So whether we want to set this at 11, I still like the Zags. I just think you can't afford one of these scoring droughts that Porter Moser and Oklahoma have so often in a lethal environment. So I'll lay it to Hastronaut saying 10.5 on DK.
Okay.
By the way, I like your new replacing lit with lethal. Have you noticed that, Sean?
Yeah,
he's adapting.
Okay, I say lit too much. What can lethal? Lethal
Still
does sound pretty sweet.
Yeah, the same alliteration.
So we'll call it officially at 10.5. I guess this is where you guys compliment me for saying 7.5 was too short. I would have made it 10. DK
I'm still laying
10.5.
I'm still
laying the Gonzaga.
I would compliment you, but you're just saying Ken Pom is bigger.
No, but Ken Pom had it at 12. I said I would hang it at 10. It opened at 10.5.
Got it.
So if we were guessing the lines, I would have correctly guessed it.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You said you would have split the difference between 12 and 7, which would have been 9.5.
No, but I said make it 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you. What a compliment.
Yeah. Again,
Kramer, what are you doing? Are you taking the 10.5 or no?
I opened by saying you don't fade Gonzaga in the Pacific Northwest early in the season under any circumstances.
Let's put together a little Underdog fantasy entry. Head over to Underdog Fantasy. Use the promo code SGPN. Get in. They have a college basketball pick 'em. You can win up to 5,000 extra money. Play $5. Get $100 in bonus funds. Colby, do we have any potential college? Oh, awesome!
I was going to say that Underdog's been on it this year.
Yeah, they are. They're CBB fans.
I actually just loaded up one that I'm going to take you to the Friday night Carolina game.
Okay.
Seth Trimble. This is, I got the notion that this is his team. And he's going to be the main guy on this team moving forward. You look, he only scored 12 points the other night, right? Against Central Arkansas, but he didn't play a ton of minutes because they were up by so much. I'm going to say that Seth Trimble is higher than 11.5 points against Kansas. All right. Higher than 11.5 points. He's their veteran senior. And then I'm taking you to the Georgetown, Maryland game where Malik Mack of Georgetown.
Boo.
No, I'm on the lower. So you'll like that.
Yes.
Malik Mack, I believe in his first game against, who the fuck did they play again? Morgan State. He had 11 points. I believe 4 assists, 2 rebounds. So he, to me, and he still played 24 minutes. Now they cut some of his time. He'll play more in this game, I think. But I'm going to say lower than 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists against the buzzsaw defense.
PRA.
We're going PRA, not points.
Or as ESPN host once told me, PAR. PAR.
The fact that he kept leaning into it was just awesome. So Seth Trimble higher 11.5 points. Malik Mack lower 20.5 PRA. $100 entry returns you $300. Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna betcha. Picks, props, sides, totals. Rhythm has it all, including college basketball. 25% off with the promo code SGPN25. You can build your own college basketball models or just tail theirs. Let's see, a little bonus action here for you on if you're watching live. Rhythm.
Do we have college basketball yet?
Oh yeah,
the
nice. College basketball thing is alive and the product is alive and well.
Nice.
Wright State catching 14.5 points at Cal. Rhythm likes that. Rhythm has this only as a 13-point game, so they think there's some value here. Wright State plus 14.5 win percentage. They projected 58.1%. So you can either tail their plays or build your own. Download the Rhythm app today and use promo code SGPN 25% off, and you can play for free. And of course, track your picks for a chance to win $1,000 every week. RITHMM promo code SGPN 25.
And Colby was kind enough to bless us with some Sunday games. Nice weekend of sports. Although Sunday at this time, most people will be watching the NFL. Sean,
Most squares, right?
I don't know what Colby's doing, putting games here. Indiana, Marquette.
They have a real tip here.
Do we? Okay.
They have to declare the tip off.
Indiana, Marquette. Take it. This one's in a neutral in Chicago, and they are, for some reason, Sean, they are tipping off at the same time that 7 NFL games will be kicking off.
Thank God. Thank God.
So we will not be watching this game.
Maybe we'll pull out the teardrop for college.
I
basketball.
finally got something to do on these Sundays, man.
Other than it's the Lord's Day, Colby. You shouldn't be doing anything.
Cheer at church.
Indiana Colby. minus 3.5 here per pick Dundee. Colby.
So I mean, Marquette historically, when they play in Chicago, that shit is a lit environment. I am very fascinated to see I still expect it to be a Marquette crowd, but I wonder how many Indiana fans will come out to this one, because
Indiana's a football school now, I'm told.
Yeah, that's what's happening, right? I mean, we've seen this as well, right? I can tell you this though, I bet Marquette the other night and they look like shit. Indiana, I bet Indiana too, and they look good. So if the eyes are telling me anything here, I think I'm going to lay it with Indiana based on what I saw. Now, sure, Marquette was playing Southern. Maybe you call it off the Dogs, but they struggled a little bit longer, I think, than everyone else projected. Indiana, I kind of think this is. I mean, remember they brought in DeVries from West Virginia, who did a really good job last year. West Virginia got robbed on making. They should have made the NCAA tournament. He was only in Morgantown for 1 year. And he's from Indiana, so to me, the major upgrade from the Mike Woodson days.
Wasn't he the Drake coach?
Yes.
Does Marquette always play at the United Center, Colby?
I mean, they play in Chicago a lot. I think it's the United Center. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if that was their traditional home court.
No.
It's not their home court is in Milwaukee.
So they don't normally play in Chicago.
No.
I knew Marquette was in Milwaukee. Took me a second, right?
No.
Shaking off the dust, the cobwebs. At least I knew Calipari was the Arkansas head coach.
Is Tucker still on the team? Yeah, come on. We're taking Indiana here. We like the coach. We like the fact that he's coaching his son. Maybe I assume this is his last year of eligibility.
If he stays healthy, one of the things that happened last year was he got injured early on, so he only played a few games, so he's able to redshirt. He is on the team and he's good. I think he led them in scoring the other night. I think at least when I was watching, he was leading them in scoring. I'm on Indiana, despite the crowd being pro Marquette, I think.
Yeah, but there's going to be some Indiana fans here in Chicago. So yeah, I'm with you. Give me the Hoosiers laying the 3.5.
Indiana fans are feeling themselves. They have a little.
Well, there is a little when your football team starts doing well, a la Vanderbilt. I feel like it bleeds into other sports.
But they're like a lower class than like a Michigan fan. It's like they're like the chowderhead of the Midwest.
I like that.
Yeah. It's called engagement farming.
There you go.
I'm also on Indiana.
Smash
as
it.
I engagement farm. 11 a.m. on Sunday. Again, during NFL kickoff prime time. I mean, not quite the witching hour.
You can't say kickoff anymore. Come on.
Texas A&M.
But that, all right.
Texas A&M heads to Stillwater, where Oklahoma State is laying 1.5 per pick Dundee. I still have the instinctual reaction to want to back Texas A&M, thinking it's Buzz Williams.
It's not there anymore, right?
Help me wean off the Aggies, Colby. What are we doing here?
This one is interesting. They should be in a conference. Wouldn't that be crazy? If they were in the same conference. But
too close. They're too close.
Yeah.
No.
Look, Buckyball game 2 at A&M. This is their first real test after he comes in from the SoCon ranks. Steve Lutz in year 2. This is pretty much the analysis here for me. Is just I'm trusting the team with the continuity. So give me Oklahoma State and the home crowd behind them. They're out on football. This place hopefully will be packed. They've had issues. Honestly, the basketball program, that's one that was shocking because when Eddie Sutton had this thing rolling, this was a very hard place to win in. But it's been a little weak of recent years. Hopefully they can, Coach Lutz can get that back going. So give me OK State with the football. This is the time to do that, Coach Lutz. I mean, you got with the football team being so bad, you got to steal those fans. You got to steal those fans and get them back. Let's go.
First road game. I agree with Colby. Also worth noting, A&M does play on Thursday tonight if you're watching live against Texas Southern before this game. So, but yeah, I'm laying it. First road game. I'm trying to stay consistent with that for these major conference schools.
Yeah, I like this Oklahoma State play. Smash it. Consistency at home, fading Texas A&M. Easy enough.
Last one, 5:30 p.m. on Sunday at the same time that we will have Sunday night football between the Steelers and the Chargers in a beautiful open air stadium in Southern California. Washington, Baylor laying 5.5. This one's in Waco. I assume this one's in a dome. Colby, you care to comment?
Yeah, the Foster Pavilion. Never been there. I hear it's nice. Better than SoFi. Let's go. Look, Washington, Danny Sprinkle, our boy, right?
Oh yeah, let's go.
Name, right? They played tonight, so they're going to be on a third game by the time they go to Waco. So I think we'll learn a little bit tonight, but I was not.
And Baylor had to squeak. They had almost got a little case of UTRGV.
I was about to say, I was not super impressed, but maybe it was a look ahead spot. I'm going to trust the home environment. I'm going to lay it with Scott Drew and Baylor.
Yeah, that's a quick turnaround. Not an easy travel spot for Washington. I think Baylor rolls here. Baylor minus 5.5. Kramer.
Also, they will be looking. Not that they're looking ahead, but they do have Washington State on deck.
Oh,
granted, it's later in the week. It's that Friday.
Yeah.
It's that Friday. So. First road game system. Also, you got to take Baylor here.
Love it. All right, time for our lock, dog, and bonus lock. Colby, we'll start with you. 3 locks and a dog.
Let's lock up Charleston with the 9.5.
All right, I like that.
Lock that one up. Let's also lock up. Give me Princeton in the 13 with your fucking zips. All right, you're bothering me.
Colby's such a college basketball hipster. It's great.
Yeah, but the zips are literally a mid-major, and he hates them.
Yeah.
What?
They're too popular.
My guy, dude. I just thought that line's ridiculous. And then let's go with the likes of give me Indiana. Create that buzz. They're hitting on all cylinders, all sports right now. Give me Indiana minus 3.5 against Shaka there. The dog, the outright dog. Let's go with those fucking Georgetown Hoyas. All right. They're going to go in there with the buzzsaw, and Maryland's all injured. Their continuity's all over the place because they've been injured. You got whether he's suing Ken Palm or not, right?
We don't think he's suing Ken Palm.
We don't think he's definitely don't think he's suing him.
He's getting this thing. Ed Cooley, let's go. Win this thing outright. Let's go.
All right, for me, there's some system plays here. Oklahoma State -1.5. Lock that up. Who else do I like here?
I don't know. Who else do you like?
Oh, I had it.
Thought you had some system plays.
I did. I'm okay. Oh,
choking
the other
under
one.
pressure.
No, Arkansas +1.5.
Okay.
Good spot to fade Izzo. I love Izzo, but this is the time you fade him.
Oh no, this is gonna because Sean does really like Izzo, and he really at his core hates Calipari. This is gonna turn out poorly.
For my money line dog, give me UCF on the money line. Love a good early college basketball home dog. And last but not least, give me UNC laying the 1.5. Big game for them. Kramer.
Lock number 1, St. John's in the Garden. Come on,
that's a good one. That was like my. If I had to do a fourth, I think that would have been it.
Gonzaga in the Pacific Northwest. Come on.
Yeah, you know what? Change my UNC to Gonzaga, laying the 10.5. It's a big number, but they're gonna smash them.
You said system plays, and you didn't even hit on.
No, Gonzaga was part of the system.
Some plays. Of the obvious.
I messed up that system.
Now you might be surprised. I'm not going to lock up Buzz. I do think laying a big number with Buzz was always a fickle bitch.
Oh, that was it.
So we're gonna stay away from that one. But I still that's the I'm going to have a paper ticket on it. It's not going to be a lock. UCF +5.5. That's a dangerous early season venue. And for the dog,
do you have any dogs, Ryan?
I do have some dogs. Thanks for asking.
1, 2, 3.
We'll go big dog hunting because we'll be out at the Circa Friday night. I certainly am going to parlay this with another one that I like, but give me Charleston on the money line.
Yeah, I'm going to play that.
They keep a nice program. It's going to parlay very nicely with Utah State, and maybe I go safe and say Maryland money line. No, I think Charleston money line with Utah State looks very fun. Utah State almost a system lock as well because of that geolocation mistake by Colby. Feels like autoplay.
If you're not already subscribed to the College Experience, what are you waiting for? Check them out. Doing daily shows, college basketball, college football, crushing it. Colby, Moneyline Mac. You get CJ, the Bottom Line Bombs in there as well. Producer Troy, even Noah, all part of the College Basketball Experience. Check it out, and College Football Experience. Both great shows. One YouTube channel. Check them out. Smash that subscribe button. Kramer, we're going to be on here in a few hours talking NFL props with the Laddie Daddy. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second buddy green. He's Ryan.
Good luck, everyone, especially those who can't hold their breath.
Kramer, let it ride.